It's a wonderful day in Medicine Hat, Alberta, and we welcome all of you to learn a little bit about what we're doing during this community conversation. My name is Jodi Faith, and I'm happy to introduce you all to Kelli Ireland. She works with Medicine Hat Fire and Emergency Services, and I think what we should do quick, Kelli, is explain to us what is your role at the fire department?
You bet. So thank you for having me, Jodi. It's a pleasure to meet you and be here. My role at the Fire and Emergency Services is public education. So my role is Fire and Life Safety Educator. What I get to do, I think it's an awesome job, is I get to travel and visit all the different students in all the different schools. I get to go to seniors' homes, and I talk to everybody in between about fire safety and the importance of keeping oneself safe in this very busy and sometimes chaotic world that we live in.
Oh, good for you. You know, I remember it. How many of you at home remember being taught to quit putting your tea towel on the oven door?
Right.
That was probably the first thing I ever had a fire and safety person teach me. Because that, of course, I grew up in the days where we all had a really cute little tea towels that somebody had crocheted specifically for the oven door. But that's dangerous.
It is dangerous. And there's so many trends and different things that, new technologies, cell phones, batteries, all of these new technologies that we're seeing in the world come with a safety risk, and more so, more than ever, honestly, because so much of our products are made overseas. They're not necessarily certified for Canadian standards, and so with that comes the risk. And we're just looking for ways to connect, and that's my job really, is to connect with people, not just in person, but online, social media, website. I do all of that. We host events, and we find ways to connect with people so that they become aware of some of these risks that they probably don't even know exist. We're so used to the sort of stop, drop, and roll message that we all learned as kids. There's so much more than that. We had 2 fires just last week that involved a vape. And just one of those little flat C batteries you would see in a remote control. Oh, wow. And they did immense damage, $320,000 worth of damage to one home from one of those tiny little batteries. And so I think
let's just stop right there. I'm going to interrupt you. So where do I store my batteries? Like what am I supposed to do?
Well, you are absolutely supposed to recycle them. And this home was doing that. However, what was happening is when you mix it with a bunch of different types of batteries, the two ends and the terminals can touch and spark. And what happened, whether they're damaged or not, they sparked. And because the placement of these batteries were near something that was combustible, it just lit right up. And so it took their entire garage and half their home. And so what you should be doing is recycling your batteries, first of all, wrapping the batteries in an electrical tape. And so
like
the black electrical tape, right? And so it's non-conductive. And so if the two ends do touch, nothing's going to happen. And store those in a plastic or a cardboard bin somewhere safe in the garage that's maybe placed away from a bunch of, maybe a shelf. If it was near a shelf, you have all of this material that could light up. And so kind of keep it in its own space.
Isn't that funny? Stuff I would never think of.
Honestly, there's so many things like that. And
that is so cool.
Yeah.
Thank you for that little tidbit.
You're welcome.
That's not why we're here today at all, but that was really great. So here in the background, you see Station 2, right here in Medicine Hat. We've got the fire department here, and you guys are having a big celebration. Tell us about that.
Absolutely. So it's our 125th anniversary this year in 2025 of being a fire department. So we almost burnt down the city of Medicine Hat twice before council decided, okay, I think it's time for a fire brigade. And so in January of 1905, that's when we officially became a fire department. And so we're celebrating our history, our legacy, all of those people that came before us. And so one of the events we're hosting this year is an open house where we're inviting the community to come to Station 2. On June 21st from 10 to 2, we're going to have a number of activities taking place that people of all ages will enjoy. And so we're going to have live demonstrations. Our firefighters, there's 3 different stations, a technical rescue. So you'll see our guys jumping out of Station 2 and showing the crowd how to rescue people in, awkward sort of scenarios. We've had a number of people fall down the side of the cliffs. And so we have the tools and technology to rescue those folks. And so we're going to demonstrate that.
Okay.
We've got Sparky the fire dog who will be there. We've got some kids activities happening. We'll do station tours. We've got a barbecue. So in support of our Firefighters Charitable Foundation.
Which is a whole different part of the world.
Which is a whole different sort of part of what Medicine Hat Fire and Emergency Services do. We have a group of firefighters that volunteer their time to raise money for different organizations in the community. And so it's a really great cause. And so that barbecue, a lot of the money will go to them. And so we'll have a whole fun day of different activities. So definitely come on by Saturday, June 21st, 10 to 2 p.m.
Station number two. And your address there
is 1303 Trans-Canada Way. So I will say that we don't have any parking on site.
Right.
So we have a free shuttle set up right from Medicine Hat Mall. It's just a quick drive every couple of minutes. Okay. So come by, park at the mall, and get shuttled over for a great day of fun.
Oh, sounds like a really great idea. Now, if somebody wanted to book you personally.
Yes.
To come and speak to their seniors in senior living retirement home, the school, like you said, the different summer camps that are, you guys might be a super fun activity for kids. How do they get a hold of you, Kelli?
You bet. So you can email me or give me a call. And so my email is kelire@medicinehat.ca. Okay. Or you can call the fire station and they will get a hold of me. Okay. I have tours and events and presentations booked all year already. So it's amazing the different groups I get to see and nonprofit organizations that we work with. Sure. Whatever you need, we're happy to come and teach you and your clients or your family about fire safety, I should say.
Yeah. I think that is not just for Saturday.
No.
But any time, right? And how do you feel? Do you have like a seniors day opportunity, where they could maybe come if a whole bunch of them want to come to most of us haven't been on a fire truck since we were like in kindergarten, right? Yeah. So maybe they want to come and do a little sitting on the fire truck. And how do they, is that the kind of thing that you'll do with them?
Absolutely. So I can either come to you, whatever is most convenient, and sometimes in those senior care facilities or with little preschoolers, it's better for me to come to the school. Sure. I'll bring gear, I'll bring all sorts of fun stuff, and we'll have a really meaningful conversation. But we also love seeing people at the station. It's such a different world to come and to really see all the different tools and the trucks that we have. So either option is available.
Okay. So there you go. Now, I do happen to know that our shows do sometimes end up all over Alberta. And so I'm assuming there's someone just like Miss Kelli at a lot of the other firehouses or communities, yes?
There is. Yes, there's 7 of me in Calgary. Okay. There's 20 of me in Edmonton. Okay. It just depends what and how large of a municipality there are. But yes, public education, I think if we can prevent an incident from happening,
absolutely,
the last thing I want to do is send a big red fire truck to come, because likely that means you need support. Yeah. If we can prevent that by education, that I would much rather be in that scenario. So that's my role.
Call your public education or life safety education person somewhere near you. And if you're in Medicine Hat, please come on out on the 21st. It's going to be a great day right over there at station number 2.
You bet.
Thank you.